Hello.
Hmm.
How are you this morning?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Good weekend?
Yeah, good.
Perfect. So, today we have an interesting story about polar bears. So, yeah, Churchill considers burning composting waste to keep polar bears out of town. So, Churchill is a very famous town in Canada that has lots of polar bears. I believe it's pretty close to my hometown. Um, I remember it being near up here. Where is it? Churchill, right here. So Churchill at the north of Manitoba, and yeah, there's quite a lot of polar bears here. But anyways, let's find out what's going on with these big bears.
Oh, big bears.
Yeah, polar bear.
Okay. Uh, the time of the surgery is looking to change how it deals with
Yeah, deals.
its wisdom in the hopes of the preventing polar bear from making their way into the northern Manitoba Sanctuary.
Uh, community.
Oh,
Um, yeah, so essentially, they're like bears are coming into the town because they smell the garbage and want to eat it, right? So we're gonna try to change something so that the bears don't come into town because again, it's a big bear. It's pretty dangerous.
uh, university vessel
Unofficially,
unofficially known as the polar bear, the capital of the world surgery is stating how it can weigh and compose the with that uh, a record bears and breeding team into the country with people.
so again, yeah, they're gonna burn the compost or burn the garbage to try to get the bears away because in this town, it's actually illegal to lock your doors because if there's ever a polar bear in your area, the polar bear will eat a human. So you need to have every door unlocked, whether it's a car or um, house, so that if a bear is chasing someone, they can get inside. And apparently, there's a lot of polar bears in Churchill. Yeah.
What state is the currently stored in an old military building north of the town's airport, where it stays for 3 years before it taken to an enclosed landfill, said Griffith York Central Tracy
Mhm.
of the uh, this stage and policy with popular beer international and now pervert that's working with the town on the public. Hello.
So, yeah, it sounds like
Hello. Can you hear me?
yeah, it sounds like they have
Yeah. Very slowly. It's always that. Yeah.
Oh no.
Wi-Fi very slowly. I just always start always my cycle.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me now?
Mm.
Okay. So weird. That was a bit strange. Anyways, so yeah, it sounds like they have a small place for garbage, um, and it's not big enough, and it's not protected enough from the polar bear. So the polar bear is coming in to eat, and it takes 2 or 3 years to get it to a better spot. So for 2 3 years, there's stuff that's causing problems. Yeah.
If you think of this, the massive kind of open air mental buildings that with 2 years of the trans inside of it, what an enchanted that could before Hungary, Hungary before he said.
Yep. The other thing to remember is this is Churchill, so it's really far north. So it's actually cold most of the year there, meaning that uh, the garbage doesn't really go bad. So the food and stuff doesn't really go bad. So the bears really want to eat it because it's actually pretty good food for them. And it's 2 years of food. So it's a lot of food. So yeah, lots of bears want to go in there. Nice picture.
Both, both a new uh, Western facility could help stop his problem.
Yep. Just saying that hopefully we can build another building to fix this.
But the Western when it's created means public bears will be less likely to wander into town. York said.
Yep. So again, if we burn the garbage, and they're talking about food waste. They're not talking about plastic and stuff like that. They're talking about the food waste. And so, yeah, if we burn it, get rid of the food waste, the bears will go away.
Getting that West play scissors the more quickly not holding it should hope in May 8 are same face show of the transit small around the community York said.
Yep. So the faster we get rid of this, or the faster we fix this, whether it's burning or moving it, the faster the bears won't come into the town. So let's try to be quick with this and make sure that they're not coming in. Also, they're talking about the garbage is also threatening the polar bears. Like they might die from eating the garbage because it could be a problem in their stomach, maybe. And there's been Alcatraz of garbage, basically saying that they're trying to stop them, but the bears just smell it and come anyways. So yeah, there's a lot of bears right now in Churchill. Not good. Oh.
The town is the considering using the public thermal all sometimes cloud their mom in say little to bone no organic and variable with the said such a mason considered working with the charity on the public with the Hope of the University of the Manitoba, Professor who specializes in water management.
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 So again, what they want to buy is this uh, pyrolytic thermal oxidizer. Basically, a fancy name for a special device that can burn things like super quickly. So that again they can get rid of most of the waste and get rid of that smell, because that's what's getting the bears. They don't even need, the bears don't even need to find the food. They just get into the city and then there's problems, right? They eat a dog or they attack a person. So making sure that we can just burn the garbage as quickly as possible, hopefully that can fix the problem. And they have this person from Manitoba University, which would be Winnipeg, and hopefully that will help, or they would help Churchill.
The visitor would go drive to the chamber that would heat it at very high the temperature until it breaks down and can maintain a remote it when that's hard.
My mouse is not working, so it keeps telling me my mouse is not working. Yeah.
Move the spot
Scrubber.
scrubber, which would make sure anything untapped from the building process, even mentally save the mentioned explain.
Yep. So this is like a very special machine that has two chambers that heat very high temperature. So again, just like a huge amount of like burning gas or something like that. But it also has a scrubber function, basically saying that, you know, if you burn like plastic or something, it's kind of bad for the environment. We don't want to be burning plastics or burning certain types of garbage. Well, this scrubber kind of keeps all the bad stuff inside the machine and releases all the good stuff or the normal stuff. So they can collect all the bad stuff, put it in an area to store, and get rid of all the good stuff, kind of thing, or burn all the good stuff.
We are looking to be as the green as play possible. We are a green community that has been the strategy to be green in this deposit, and this is as the environmental as we can get in the north. We think she said, adding that the purposes is still being considered and could choose.
Yep. So Churchill is a big city for research purposes, military purposes, and like mining purposes. And so they're generally trying to be good for the environment because they're doing research, right? They don't want to destroy the environment in their area and then not be able to research. So they've always tried to be quite green and tried to be very like environmentally friendly. However, yeah, this garbage has been a huge problem for them. Because again, if you look at where it is, right, Churchill, right here, the next biggest city would be Winnipeg, which is probably like 30 hours away or 20 hours away. So being that far away from a city makes it quite difficult for them to figure out how to store their garbage or get rid of their garbage or any of that kind of stuff. So not so easy for them, but yeah.
We're always looking for the creative ways of the finding a clean solution to the
Solution.
solution to the disposing of our waste, said the your mayor make the space.
Yep. So the mayor basically is saying we're always trying new things to get rid of our garbage because we know it's a problem for the bears, and not just bears but other animals. So we're going to try this burning method, but we're going to hopefully be able to find multiple ways to get rid of it. So maybe we burn it, maybe we collect it, maybe we reuse it somehow. We're going to try our best to use multiple things to quickly get rid of it.
We are looking at the sorry this. We are looking at. I read this or no?
Yeah. No, yeah, right here. We are looking.
We are looking at a solution that in fact can be a model for another northern community.
So the other thing is they're hoping that if we can figure it out, right, in Churchill, we're very similar to a lot of other northern towns which have the same problem of bears. So if we can fix it and we learn how to fix it, then everyone else can do the same thing, whether you're in Red Lake or another town.
The project would also turn a organic waste which would be the brain into compost. The waste would be broken down inside the facility in an universal composter, said Mason.
Maxon. Yeah, essentially, organic food slowly will turn into kind of like a good dirt that can be used for like farming and stuff. So they don't want to waste that. They do still want to get that compost so that they can sell it to farmers. So the things that they can't really get rid of, they're gonna burn. But the stuff that they can turn into dirt so they can sell later, they'll still keep, but they'll put it into a new machine to kind of process it.
The process is quite quick and stops smiling very quickly, she said.
Again, the big thing they have to worry about with these bears and stuff is the smell, right? So if they can get rid of the smell really quickly, whether it's compost, burning, blah, 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 that should help. Yeah.
The composter would name the coal.
Would cure.
Here outside before it's distributed to people's yards or another places in the town. This wouldn't trigger Pierce Mckesson explained since the organic waste is already broken down.
So again, I guess they might not be selling the compost, but they might be just giving the compost to people in the town for like their gardens or their yard, etc. And it wouldn't really attract bears anymore because it would already broken down. It's not really food anymore. They don't have to worry about it.
So once that broken down, the bear go, there's no food here, she said.
Yeah. So again, once the either burnt or composted is done, the bears are like, oh, there's no food here. Why would I come here? And hopefully that would keep them away. But yeah, another bear.
They had generate from the burning. The waste would also be used to heat the community water supply. So perhaps don't the face in the winter that you.
So it's kind of a double purpose. So they're going to get rid of the garbage, meaning getting rid of the bears. But if they're already heating up the garbage, right, they can use that heat to keep the water nice and warm so that it doesn't freeze in the wintertime, right? Remember, this is the far north, so minus 40, minus 50 in the wintertime. This could be really big problem where the pipes freeze and water expands, meaning the pipes will break and then the pipes are useless and they have to refix it. Yeah.
That's the currently being done with your child power.
Hydro.
Hydro, he said.
Yep. What most people do in the far north is they, with the water pipes, right? They'll put an extra line of electricity, and they use the electricity to heat the water pipe to make sure that the pipe is never frozen. So that's very common at the moment.
We hope with this new play, Earth PUBG can be the entirely done with heat from the incineration.
Incineration. When they burn this stuff. So yeah, again, they're just like, hopefully we don't have to use electricity anymore because that's wasting power. Hopefully we can just use the heat from the incinerator. That'd be great. Also, population decline. I guess Churchill and stuff has been going down, but maybe they're talking about polar bears. I don't know. Let's find out.
Polar bear population number in the western Hansen by the region where the church is the located of the PUBG in the certain decades Europe said from around the 1,200 years in the 1980s to about 600 or 620 in 2021, sorry.
Yeah. So again, I guess it's not the population of Churchill, but the bear population. The bear population used to be a lot higher, and now it's going down. So normally what that means is they don't either have enough food or something like that, meaning they get more aggressive. So this is a lot scarier now. Even though it's less bears, it's scarier now because they're willing to do anything for food now. So they might come into the town easier to try to get food, right?
As of the November 28th this year, the bears in the western Hansan Bay had spent 64 days on the shore. He said that's tired of the fighting non-jet amount of the what is
Amount of time.
time the bears have the spent of the ice since the 1979.
So a quick background on polar bears is they go onto the ice in the wintertime to hunt seals, to eat the seals. So when they spend too much time on land, it's really bad because they're not hunting, they're not getting food. So they're saying that most of this year they've spent on land doing nothing versus hunting, which is really bad. And this is the 5th time this has happened. So there's been 4 other times where they've not been able to hunt, which is a huge problem. because again, if the bear is not if the bear is hungry, the bear will eat anything, including people. So yeah, you got to be careful with that.
Turkey saw some polar bear activity in November when the temperatures slowed the formation of sea ice, said York.
So again, they're just talking about because there's not a lot of ice, the bears can't hunt. Churchill is seeing a lot more bears now because, well, if the bear is not eating on the ice, it's coming into town to find the food.
When your space said the bears haven't been venturing into the town since the sea ice formed around the 3 week of November.
Yep. So again, if the ice is there, the bears are on the ice. So after the 3rd week of November, so that'd be like the 21st-ish, somewhere around there, the bears would have left, right? They're not coming into town anymore. Let's go hunt the seals. They're also talking about here that they're tracking record numbers of polar bears this season. So they found a lot in their town, more than normal. So that's kind of scary. And they're also saying that, yeah, unfortunately, the polar bears are going down again, which is a bit sad because it's a special animal and it's like the panda bear for Canada. And so we don't want to see them die out. So we're trying to protect them.
John Lacos.
That's an I. I. Remember, it's a name, so that's a capital I. So Ayakoza.
No, I. This J.
No, this is an I right here.
Oh.
That's not an L. Remember, it's a name, so that's a capital.
So
yeah.
I cause in development and the geography institute, the University Manitoba, who students polar bear Hito said the later sea ice from the later is the before part bear can go out onto a hunt for food, which can place them sure and into the contact with people.
Yep. So again, this special person who's from the University of Manitoba or Winnipeg, right? He studies polar bears. He knows a lot about polar bears. And yeah, if they're not on the ice, they're in the towns because, again, bears are hungry. They're going to try to get food. So if they can't get food on the ice with all the seals and nice fish and etc., they're going to kind of go into the town, either go to the dumps, find pets, maybe find people, anything, right? They're going to try to get that food.
As sea formation contrasts to well, the bears could experience dramatic impact, he said.
Yeah. I think we switch now. Yeah, switch.